So with this episode of Little Witch Academia, we had to have a little talk about Akko herself. Now, I will be the first to admit that in certain episodes, it can be annoying watching a very kind of dunce female character who acts on her emotion, doesn't really think about what she's doing. But the amount of people who constantly will criticize Akko as just being an idiot, she's just the worst character to watch, despite her having massive character growth throughout these 21 episodes, fail to realize that she's a goddamn kid. Now, I don't know her exact age. I checked the wiki, it doesn't list her age, but if I had to guess, she's probably anywhere between 14 and 15 if I had to guess. I would think 16 is probably the maximum age that she is at, but she could be even younger than that. But even so, like, let's say she's 16 years old. You're an idiot when you're 16. It doesn't matter how mature you are, you're still going through puberty, you're going to have rash emotions, your hormones going to make you act on impulse. You're just not that mature and you don't really think that well. Everyone's like that, I was like that, everyone is, so don't try to give me, oh, well, everyone has different growths and things like that. No. So the fact that she does just believe people easily, the fact that she does believe in Crux in her words because she has shown no hostile intentions towards Akko. Yes, neither has Ursula, but her words kind of make sense in this. She's like, why wouldn't she let me climb the tree? It doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe Crux is actually right. Maybe she is lying to me. So her acting on impulse, her wanting to meet her idol because she's literally the reason why she wanted to become a witch is because of Shiny Chariot. Because she acts on impulse, and yes, from an outsider perspective, even from an adult perspective, she is being stupid. She's acting on impulse. For no reason, she's believing Crux, but her words kind of make sense because Crux has never shown her any hostile intentions, so why would she lie about her climbing this tree that could remove her magic? So the amount of people that I saw criticize Akko this week, which isn't the first time this has happened, saying, oh, she's just so stupid, Akko is just a meme, she just wants to climb the tree. It's like, no, she's a child, and childs make mistakes. Children make mistakes constantly. And it makes total sense. And this is something that I notice a lot in the anime community, where people just take their own opinions and latch on to characters, instead of looking at the characters themselves. Well, how old is the character? Why is the character doing this? What happened in the character's past? Why is the character acting the way they are? And in the case of Akko, she is a child, and it makes total sense, but so many people will criticize this and say she's just stupid and it's poor writing, when in fact, people are just failing to relate and try to figure out why the character was written this way, and it makes total sense. I actually think these past few episodes of Little Witch Academia have been incredible. They're really getting, like, we're nearing the end of the series. I think we have 4 episodes left. Akko only has 1 word left to get. Crux's plan is almost, like, into fruition there. She's literally building a mechanical shiny rod that's probably going to just rain havoc. We get to even learn about Crux's, like, backstory and the fact that she wanted the shiny rod, but it chose Ursula over her and everything like that. The episode overall was just packed full of meaty content and really just kind of progressing to the end goal. I mean, there was a lot to love with this episode, from the visual flair to just the voice acting, especially with Akko herself. I thought she went above and beyond with some of her screaming, especially with Ursula. But Ursula's stuff this episode was really interesting. The fact that we don't know if Ursula still has her magic or not, because this mist that goes around her when she's saving Akko easily could have removed her magic or damaged her, and I think that is going to play a factor. But I liked how they're handling Akko's character, because yes, it does make you annoyed at times. This particular episode, it didn't annoy me, but there have been times where I've been annoyed with Akko. Like in the Diana stuff where she was just like, kind of being like, Diana this, Diana that, and she was kind of annoying. But it made sense for her character. But even when it annoys you, you have to look at who she is and how old she is and how she's just acting on impulse emotions because she doesn't have life experience yet. Some people like Diana are going to be more mature than her age, but even Diana's not going to be perfect. So I like how they're handling this because they're not just making a 100% likable character. In fact, they're making her a flawed character, which is very believable for her age, and I think it's really remarkable. At times we're going to be annoyed with her character, at other times we're going to love her character, and in this case, I don't think it's very annoying at all. I think it was really interesting, especially with the whole Crux versus Ursula kind of battle there, but I think it's going to be really interesting now that Akko has seen her lie to her, what's going to happen, because it seems like Crux's plan is almost like pretty much good. She's saying, I don't need the rod, I don't need the words, and it looks like she's building a mechanical shiny rod. And it's going to be interesting to see what her ultimate end goal plan is, because even in this episode, she admits she's just trying to toy with Akko because it will be able to crush Ursula's dreams, because we know Ursula only got 6 of the 7 words. So we know her dream was to get all 7 of them, and she didn't. So it's really interesting. I mean, it's pretty much clear, like, yeah, she's not a nice person anymore. Sure, she may have let Ursula go at the very end and let her save Akko, but she is pretty evil. It's a very Disney kind of evil villain, but in the case of a very Disney-like anime, it does work in its favor. But I really liked this episode. I liked how we got the final word, or not the final word, but the 6th word, which was thank you. I thought it was really emotional. It would have been a perfect opportunity to reveal, hey, I'm actually Shiny Chariot. But I mean, if they didn't reveal it in this like very emotional scene, I'm gonna be really excited to see what they do. And I guess maybe they're gonna do it after the 7th word or something like that, because we're gonna see it no matter what. We know we're gonna see it before the series ends. But the fact that they didn't do it at this particular emotional moment means we're probably gonna have an even better emotional reveal, because I know Trigger wouldn't waste an opportunity like revealing to Akko that her idol has been with her all along, kind of a thing. So I'm really excited to see where they go with it. I think just the hate with Akko is insane. Sure, you can dislike certain moments of her, but the way she's acting is how most children would act. And even if you're a teenager, you're still a child because you're still not an adult. You still haven't got your life experiences yet. You still make mistakes, and that's the point of growing up. And she is a witch who came in with no magical experiences. So yeah, she's gonna want to kind of go head on first without thinking too much. Even though she has learned some things about patience, she's still growing. We still haven't seen her fully grow, like into the powerful magical witch that we know she'll eventually become. But it was really nice to see both Diana and her kind of lackeys all kind of be nice to Akko for once. They're saying thank you to Akko for bringing Diana back. Diana, even though still has those harsh words, she's kind of trying to care for Akko. It's nice to see how much everyone has grown in this series, and I'm really excited to see when Akko gets that 7th word, what's going to happen with the reveal. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you love the episode? Did you hate it? Or do you think it was just okay? And before you leave, smack that like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.